It's up on the. I'll put the screen back up again if I can. Okay. Now see the YouTube. Oh, it's on now. It's on. See, I'm on YouTube, but I'm not on. I'm not on. The game's not coming on. You see the bottom. You see the bottom screen. All right. And before my picture wasn't even on the screen, so it's weird. It's weird that it's on the YouTube screen. What do you want me to do? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I knew. Looking good. Just looking around, bro. Let me put this on so the game doesn't start. Okay, there we go. So it should start in a second now on there. Right. And now me full screen. Now let me see if I put this if I click that, I'll be on full screen. And if I click this, I should be on half screen. But see, I'm coming through on YouTube, but it's weird, man, because it's like maybe if I refresh this one, this might make it. Let's hope it bounces up on the other screen. Oh. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's not coming up for some reason. And I don't want to resume the game because that'll turn the game on. I won't be able to go back again, you know. There we go. I think we're in business. Let me see if the music's working here. Bro, I think we're good. Thank you so much. Peace. Wait, let me see if the game works. Let me see if it starts. Yep, it's starting. Okay, brother. Thank you so much. Peace. All right, man. I'm here. I'm gonna pause that game for a second. We're going to Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. I think we're in business over here. I think we're in business. I got a nice little trivia game coming up here, man. I don't know what happened. It's a good thing that I have friends and low friends in high places because we got this sucker straightened out and we can get right back to business over here, man. Good to see anybody that's in here, bro. I appreciate it, man. We got a great boxing live trivia game going on. Boxing of the 70's, man. One of my favorite eras. Absolutely my favorite era in boxing. This is when I cut my teeth in boxing. And let's see, man. I know I was on here, blank screen and everything, man. My brother Carlos Mendoza, the drunk Irishman, former winner, first guy in here, man. Marzik, salute to you, my brother. Thank you for coming in. Daniel Berry. I don't know if you guys are still here because it took me about a half hour to get this straightened out, but we have, and we absolutely have. Jay Ruse, man, my brother. Salute, man. BVO, man. Hope you guys are still here. Getting ready to start the game. But we can wait till we get a few more people in the house. Poro, my brother, salute, my man. Hope you're still here, bro. The Skywalker, my brother for life out there. All right, man. Drunk Irishman's here today. Okay, man. Okay, we're in business. Silver MG, bro. First time I've seen you here, bro. Make sure you sub to the channel because what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna fix it so only subs can play the game. You gotta sub to this channel. That's the bottom line, man. I'm almost at 2,000. I'm trying to get it. We're not even going to put the 5-minute tag on there. Any duration. You sub to the channel and you can play the game. That's what we're doing here today. Let me get back to the main screen so I can see his. There we go. All right, man. All right. Bernard Burton, salute, man. Appreciate you coming in here, man. Are you guys ready for the first question? How many people are in here? Yeah, we got about 15 people in here, man. We can start the first question off. You guys all ready, man? Let me get ready, bro. Let me get ready because I was having a little, see, not a panic attack because I know these things on YouTube. They can be straightened out real easy. They can be straightened out like that, you know. I got some good friends that I can call that help me straighten this problem out, and man, we're back in the game again. We're running the trivia, $25 cash prize. And let me tell you, whoever wins this, you better take that $25 because Joe asked me to give the last one. First of all, he asked me to give the first one to my brother Tim Witherspoon. No problem. He asked me to give the next one he won to Iran Barkley. It's Iran's birthday last week. I tried calling him. I wasn't getting an answer. And then he texted me back. He's on a cruise. So I told Joe, I said, he's on a cruise. When he gets back, we'll give it to him. He said, he's on a cruise, man. He can give us some money. But anyway, man, and De Niro, the Sports De Niro, I can't remember what the fucking name. Everybody's got different crazy names on here, but he won one, and he didn't want to take the 25. So man, absolutely good, brother. You got a 25% chance of winning it, man. So absolutely, please take a guess. Please hit the thumbs up, man. It gets me more exposure, and let me get the head right because, like I said, I was doing a little bit of bugging out for 15 minutes till I got this sucker started. So let's relax, get the head right. So I need to cut this music down a little bit. That's the legendary vanilla gummies. Very tasty strain. Let me do my technical stuff over here. Turn that into background music. There we go. And I want to make sure that my show's on Facebook because we want to get as many participants as possible here. Rice hash rosin. All right, my brother. You know, I got so many different smoking things right now. No, I don't see my sucker on Facebook. Well, let's hope it gets on. Let's hope it's on there. Oh, wait a minute. Is it on there? That's another one. We'll get it on there. But in my smoking this right now, like I said, I got some of this vanilla gummy. Beautiful, beautiful buds. Beautiful, beautiful nuggets. Look at these suckers. They are like little golf balls in here. These suckers, there's 3 of them. I bet that weighs probably, I bet that weighs 10 grams. So those are solid. You put those in a slingshot, you're gonna take an eye out, like your mom used to say. And I got one of those nuggets in my tray here that I'm filling the toka too. But also, man, it ain't just a flower world over here. We take advantage of all the gifts that God gives us. Now, is that music too soft in the background? I want to have that, because that's some nice little jazz I found on here that I can play. I want to have that on there, but not too loud, not overpowering. That should be okay right about there. Good levels. Let me know out there. Let me know if those levels are okay. I got this vape here, man. This is strawberry shortcake. Thanks, Gertz, man. What a tasty oil this is. It really does taste like strawberry shortcake. Smells like it. Hey, 420, man. Thank you so much, Skywalker, man. Lighten up the joint with a super chat. I appreciate that, brother. 420, man. couldn't be a better number, man. I'm gonna give that a thumbs up, bro. You can give the super chats a thumbs up. I see that now, and my brother Skywalker, bro. God bless you, man. Peace and thank you. You know what that's going for, bro? I'm gonna be placing an order in a couple of days, and the old lady wants edibles. She likes those edibles, and I said, "Hey, baby, you like them, you got them." But let's start this contest off. You guys ready to play trivia? Drop a 1 in there if you want me to start the game. Otherwise, we'll wait for you. We'll wait for more cats to come in here. Because it's a Friday night, man. Beautiful, beautiful evening out there. 47 degrees. Jay Rue's my brother. Hey, we got the bad boy up again, man. There we go. I see the ones out there. All right, we got a couple of people that want to play the game. 70's boxing trivia. Kind of my favorite year in boxing too, bro. This is the year of Frazier and Ali. This is George Foreman knocking out Joe Frazier. This is, everybody, all the heavyweight, the golden era of heavyweights. We had Little Red Lopez in this era, Salvador Sanchez. It was fucking nuts, man. I loved it. I put together some fairly difficult questions. I didn't want to make the real easy generic questions like I made, because people are coming in, meh. Well, I'll tell you, if you can ace this one, man, I'm going to put you on the shelf with the boxing librarian. So here we go, man. It's going to take a few minutes to get it started. Let's resume the game, as it says. Resume the game. Here we go, man. The countdown is on. The countdown is on, man. Pause the game. Resume the game. Come on, resume the game. What's going on here? It's going down. Okay. We got 40 seconds to wait for the a minute and 40 seconds to wait. See, I got these 2 screens. This isn't like StreamYard. I have to have this screen on the bottom here. Hey, Cue Ball, salute my brother. Salute, man. Peace. Thank you much for coming by. First question's coming up in a minute. I got this countdown thing, and see, I'm a very I'm messed up in the head. I don't handle time well. When somebody says to me, wait, I don't like that word. That's the one word in life that I don't like. I've grown accustomed to it. I follow it. But when I see a countdown like that, and it's not even at a minute yet, it makes me like fucking go nuts. I say, come on. Like the old watching a watch pot doesn't boil. But you know what I'm going to do while that comes? I got this stuff called Crumble. Hey, World Combat Sports, my brother. Let's see if you can get any of these, bro. A little bit of boxing trivia. Us OGs, man, we're the only ones that can carry this trivia, bro. These young kids, man, they get scared when I start talking about the history of boxing. And if you don't know the history of boxing, bro, you ain't going to know the future of boxing. So that you got to understand the glorious history, because none of this stuff happening now, and none of this shit is new, bro. It's all happened before. See this stuff here? This is called crumble. This is like the crack of weed. It's this hard stuff. I guess it's the consistency of crack. I've only seen crack a couple of times. Only smoked it a couple of times. Never my thing at all, man. And I'm going back to the 80s when I did that. But this stuff is this crumble stuff. Anyway, man, let's let this trivia game go, man. Who was the Boxing Writers of America Fighter of the Year for the 70's? The Boxing Writers Association, the Fighter of the Year for the 70's. Was it 1, Roberto Duran, 2, Muhammad Ali, 3, Joe Frazier, or 4, Carlos Monzon? The Boxing Writers of America. Who did they pick? Okay, man, get your votes in there. Get your votes in. 1970's, the Fighter of the Year. Boxing Writers of America, very prestigious organization. And the answer is, and remember, it's got to be speed. The first guy who gets the right answer, and it goes for the first place, it's Roberto Duran. 43% of you got that right. 40% said Muhammad Ali. Drunk Irishman, the first one, bro. 15% said Joe Frazier. A few more, 15 seconds, we're going to get the second question up there, man. And we're going to keep going. We're going to stop at question number 10. We'll look at the leaderboards. I appreciate you cats coming in here, man. And like I said, man, $25 cash app to the winner. So stick around. Make sure you got your brain all opened up for this contest, man. Who reigned as middleweight champ most of the 70's? Was it 1, was it Marvelous Marvin Hagler? 2, was it Rodrigo Valdez? 3, was it Carlos Monzon? Or 4, was it Bad Benny Briscoe? The middleweight champ for most of the 70's. Put your votes in there, man. Put your votes in there. I see them all going in there. I see them all over the place. Like I said, I'm not going to make this sucker easy. Last week you told me it was too easy. I spent a couple of hours, man, going into my encyclopedia, my Ring magazine, all my Ring magazine books. I had to find some questions that you cats were going to have to be scratching your head with. Okay, man, here's the answer for this one, man. He was recognized as the middleweight champion for most of the 70's. And of course, if you were around at that time, or even if you weren't, man, if you've been reading your boxing magazines, bro, it was the legendary number 3, Carlos Monzon. 89% of you got that. Oh, Joe's in here, man. Look out, man. Joe's a ringer. 12% said Hagler, and the rest of you said Carlos Monzon. And Joe was the quickest, bro. Joe's got that Irish fucking internet, bro. It's something magical about it. Let's get to the next question. We're going to do 5 questions, and I'm going to do a hit on my dabs over here, man. This crumble, because this stuff is absolutely where I want to be. Let's get to question number 3. What country hosted the Rumble in the Jungle? Was it 1, was it Zaire? 2, was it Kenya? 3, was it Guyana? Or 4, was it Chile? The Rumble in the Jungle. No, Scotty, they're showing up. They'll only show up if you win. You got to get it in time, and the first 3 will show up. But believe me, your answers are being computed. I'll show you the leaderboard. Only the first 3 show up as the winners. But believe me, it's in here, man. I got a hell of a program. And Jose Diaz, you got to say the country, not just the continent. And of course, man, it was called the Rumble in the Jungle. And it was in Kenesha, Zaire. It doesn't even exist today. It's the People's Republic of the Congo today. But anyway, man, let's see who got that one right. Let's see who was in there first. You got to be fast and you got to be accurate. Quick or dead. That's the way it is over here, man. And the Rumble in the Jungle, of course, it was in Zaire. Silver got that. The Drunk Irishman got that. 89% of you got that. 12% said Kenya. But see, it's the top 3 show up on the board. If you got it, it's computated in there, man. Believe me, it's going to show up after 10 questions. We'll go take a look at the leaderboards. But keep voting. Don't get discouraged, man. We got some real wise cats in here, bro. Believe me, I see some names I haven't seen in here. I think they're coming in under fake names. What event took place in sports in 1972 that shocked the world? Was it the USA boxing plane crashing in Poland, killing 22? 2, was it the Munich Olympic massacre? 3, was it Soviet boxers on government-sponsored steroids? Or 4, was it Don King's U.S. boxing scandal? What event took place in sports in 1972? And man, I remember it. It shocked the world. Mad Chad, my brother. Salute, man. Good to see you in here, bro. Silver MG, bro. I don't know who you are, bro, but I'm glad you're here, man. We all got an equal chance of winning over here, bro. $25 for the winner. And here we go. We're computing the answers, computating, whatever you want to call it, man. My brother Mad Chad. Patrick, how you doing, bro? Good to see you in here, my man. And what happened in 1972 at the 1972 Olympics? It was number 2, bro. It was the Olympic massacre, bro. The Palestine Liberation Army, the PLO, and the Jewish. It was almost like I said, man. The history of boxing, everything that's happened then, everything that's happening now happened before. So the 1972 Munich Olympic massacre. That's the answer to question 4. And Silver got that one first, man. 89% got that one. Let's move on, man. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 5. Who won the Val Barker Award at the 72 Munich Olympics? That's the award that they give to the best boxer of the Olympics. And it was an American. That's a hint. Was it Sugar Ray Leonard? 1, 2, was it Howard Davis Jr.? 3, was it George Foreman? Or 4, was it Dwayne Bobbitt? Joe. See, I told you I wasn't going to make this one easy, man. I'm not going to make this one like who beat Joe Frazier to win the heavyweight championship in the Thriller. You know, bro, this is going to be difficult, man. And I expect to see the scholars out here. The Val Barker Award given to the best boxer in the games, man. And the recipient of that in 1972 Munich was Howard Davis Jr., number 2. He never won a world title. He had 2 world title shots, man. It just came short every time. He reminded me a lot of Devin Haney. He was slick. He had the moves. He was fast. He just didn't have that power. And Mad Chad got that one, man. That's why these aren't easy, bro. Everybody's all over the board, and a lot of names showed up on this one. It's the first 3 in each category that show up. And as we can see, Mad Chad got himself a first place vote over here, bro. Let's hang in there, man. We got another one coming up in a second, man. In George Foreman's first title reign, what city did he not defend his title in? Did he not defend it in? Did he not defend it in Tokyo? 1, 2, San Juan, 3, Kinshasa, or 4, Caracas? What city did he not defend his title in? See, man, I tell you, bro, this is going to humble a lot of people who think they know their boxing history, man. These are some serious questions. You can Google them if you want to, but somebody's going to press that answer in before you. And of course, man, George Foreman was a globetrotter. George Foreman, his first reign, he defended his title in Caracas against Ken Norton, in Tokyo against Jose King Roman, and Kinshasa Zaire against Muhammad Ali. So George Foreman, bro, he didn't fuck around in the United States. He was a globetrotter. And of course, the answer is, man, I think I gave it away. Maybe I'm a little bit too high right now. Joe got that one right, man. We got quite a few guesses in there. Quite a few guesses, man. What I'm gonna do right now, man, I'm gonna what's going on? I'm trying to pause the game. Let me check this out here. Who did Bob Foster beat for the light heavyweight title? Did he beat Rocky Graziano? 2, did he beat Gene Fullmer? 3, did he beat Emil Griffith? Or 4, did he beat Dick Tiger? Great heavyweight, Bob Foster. Who did Bob Foster beat to win the Yeah, I can't hit the pause game for some reason. Very strange, very strange. Who did Bob Foster beat to win the light heavyweight titles? One of the greatest light heavyweights of all time. Was it 1, Rocky Graziano, 2, Gene Fullmer, 3, Emil Griffith, or 4, Dick Tiger? In fact, the only light heavyweight on the board. Dick Tiger. 86% of you got that one right. We go to the we go to the bowels of the brain to get these questions. We got another one coming up in just a second, man. Just a second. So bear with us. Bear with us. What was Bob Foster's record against heavyweights? Bob Foster always tried to go up to the elite weight class. Was his record 3-3? 2 was his record 2 wins and 3 losses? 3 was it 1 win and 8 losses? Or 4 was it no wins and 5 losses? And Bob Foster tried to go fight the big boys. How did he do? 1 for 3-3, 2 for 2-3, 3 for 1 and 8, 4 for 0 and 5. And Bob Foster, he fought them all, man. 175 pounds, and he went after the big boys. And he paid for it too. And does anybody remember his record? Anybody want to guess on his record, man? That's probably the more accurate question here. But here we go, man. Board shut down, man. Answers are being computed. And of course, man, nobody got that one. But Bob Foster went 1-8 against heavyweights, man. 1-8 against heavyweights. Nobody got that one right. That's highly unusual in this game that we're playing here. Next question. How many times did Carlos Monzon and Emil Griffith fight each other? 1, did they fight 3 times? 2, did they fight twice? 3, did they fight once? Or 4, they never fought each other? Peace, Mad Chad. You're not going to win anyway, so you might as well get out of here. I see some boxing scholars out there getting the right answers, and man, I'll tell you, I would have never got this one. That's why I'm glad I'm on this side of the board over here. But don't be afraid to vote, man. Don't be afraid to vote, because you got a 25% chance, and that's what it's all about, bro. We's gamblers, like Mad Chad said. 1-800-Gamblers Anonymous. Gamblers taking over boxing. But let's see how many times the legendary Carlos Monzon and the other legendary Emil Griffith fought. Emil Griffith was such a boxer to see, man. Talk about smooth. Talk about beautiful. I'm gonna keep trying. I can't do that, Silva. Anyway, it was number 2, bro. The answer was number 2. They fought twice. Is what I'm gonna see right now. For some fucking reason, I can't do what I want to do here. It's not allowing me to. Maybe this will. Yes, it will. Okay. All right, man. This is question number 10. Who did Roberto Duran defeat to become the WBA lightweight champion? Roberto Duran in 1970. Who did he defeat? 1 for Ken Buchanan. 2 for Jose Napoles. I guess the voice recording put Jose. 3 was it Esteban de Jesus, or 4 was it Carlos Palomino? This is who Roberto Duran defeated to become the WBA lightweight champion. I think it was 1970. 70 was 72. I'm not sure, but it was way back there. But who was it, man? The name is the important one on here. Buchanan, Napoles, de Jesus, or Palomino. Click them numbers. And I think Duran fought every one of those cats too. But which one did he win the lightweight title off of? 1972. Okay, Carlos, I kind of knew that too, bro. I said 72, bro. Don't be correcting me or I'll block you. Okay, here we go. What would we do if there were 10 Carlos Mendozas in here? 100% got that one, man. Silver's the first one that got that one. And, all right, see, now I'm going to pause the game, and we're going to display the leaderboard here. Joe's in first place. Joe's got 7 correct answers, man. The Drunk Irishman also in first place. Oh, in second place, he's got 7, but Carlos got a few more. Joe's got that quick Irish internet. Silver, my bro, you're in third place, man. You got 6 correct votes. Patrick, you're up there, bro. I mean, you guys can see that leaderboard, man. Joe's in first place. The Drunk Irishman's in second. Silver's in third, man. Patrick, you're in fourth place. L. Harvey's in fifth. Bernard Burton's in fifth. Scotty, you're in fourth place. Mad Chad, you're in third. Jay Ruse, Cue Ball, and Jose Diaz are tied for last place. But don't worry about it, man. That's only 10 questions. We have a bunch of questions to go. I got fucking 50 questions to ask you guys, man. So it's going to be difficult. In fact, I'm going to put this on pause again, man, because I want to do a hit on my crack of reefer here, man. I got to take the. In fact, I'm gonna give you a full screen and show you about this. I'm gonna show you how we do this. I take the blowtorch. This is what Alonzo does. I fire up that blowtorch. I cook it like that. I'm going to put the mark of the beast on your forehead. I let that thing sizzle, get it glowing red. You get that nice and red. And then we go on the side of this little piece of this is going to be the crack of marijuana. It really does. Unbelievable taste. I can already feel it putting me on another plateau. A little bit of water out of my Fistiana blood boxing tumbler here, custom made for Bruce Gass. We got my brother Curtis Anderson's picture on the back. We got the Toka 2 on there. We got the Green Dragon. We have the Marvin Hagler, Miles Davis. One of my favorite things that I have, man, and it was given to me. And so many things are given to me by you cats, man. I appreciate this so much. I'm at a point in my life where I like to get rid of things, but I still get things, so it's very cool. Resume the game. Let's get the game back up there and get that sucker going again, man. Get that next question up here, man. Get that next question up here. In 1975, Alexis Aguayo won the featherweight title from Ruben Alvarez. When did he vacate the title? 1, he never vacated it. 2, 1978. 3, 1977. Or 4, 1976. Alexis Aguayo won the featherweight title from Ruben Alvarez. When did he vacate the title? This is a tough one, bro, but it's because you guys are all so smart, and I want to see the brains being picked in here. He never vacated. Was it 1978? Was it 1977? Or was it 1976? This was the year that he moved up to lightweight. So if you're a fan, this is when he fought Jim Watt. He became a lightweight, destroyed all his contenders, went to Scotland and fought Jim Watt. Was undefeated up until he fought Alexis Aguayo. And it was 17, man. Bernard, good guess there, bro. Good shot. Like I said, man, if you don't get it, take a shot at it, because you never know. He never vacated. No, it was 1978. He vacated that to move up to lightweight. Fought Jim Watt within a year. The legendary Alexis Aguayo. Let's get to the next question, man. Who won the rematch between Muhammad and Joe Frazier in 1975 and how? 1. Muhammad Ali unanimous decision. 2. Joe Frazier unanimous decision. 3. Frazier by knockout. 4. Ali by knockout. This was the rematch. 12 rounds. I got a text. Let me see who's texting me. Oh, I just did a bong with no bong in there. That's not to be. I got a nice bud in front of me. Okay, man, get your answers in there quick, man. This is probably the easiest one of the tests, so this is like almost a gimme. If anybody doesn't get this one right, then I don't know if you belong here. I'm glad you are, but I don't know if you do. But this was the rematch. Highly anticipated, but unfortunately, Joe got beat by George and Ali got beat by Ken. So it almost never happened, but of course it happened, and the trilogy happened. Oh, did I put that? I put 1975. Well, I meant 1974 or 73, whenever it was. But anyway, man, Silva got it. The rematch. Let's get ready for the next question. When Rodrigo Valdez fought Benny Briscoe the first time, and this was a major fight amongst the middleweights, what was the outcome? Was it Valdez in 7? 2, was it Valdez by decision? 3, was it a draw? Or 4, was it Benny Briscoe by decision? This would be on par with Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz fighting today. That's how big this fight was. And it ended, of course, man. It was a Rodrigo Valdez stopped Benny Briscoe in 7 rounds. I hope. I don't know. I don't have the answers in front of me, but I'm pretty sure, man. I'm pretty sure Rodrigo Valdez stopped Benny Briscoe on cuts. Let's see if I'm right. If I would have got this one right. No, Valdez by decision. And Joe got that one right. Joe, you dog, you. You better have a cash app if you win this one, Joe, because I'm not being your secretary and going out and tracking down old legends to give it to, bro. But anyway, man, 67% of you got that one right, man. Joe leading the pack, followed by Bernard. 34% said Briscoe by decision. Who was Joe Frazier's manager? 1, was it Yank Durham? 2, was it Eddie Futch? 3, was it Arthur McCanty? Or 4, was it Angelo Dundee? Joe Frazier's manager. Legendary fighter, legendary manager. In fact, you got his trainer and his manager up there. But he only had one manager until he died. Until he didn't. And who was it, man? Let's see how many of you got this one right. Yank Durham, 49%. Joe got that one by a cunt here, followed by Bernard. 43% said Eddie Futch. 15% said Arthur McCanty. These aren't the super easy ones. Hey, Charles D, my brother, salute, bro. Pick up a ticket, bro. Jump in the game, man. We're only a third done. Not even a third done with it, bro. We're not even half done. We got plenty of questions to go. When Joe Frazier defeated Jimmy Ellis to become the undisputed heavyweight champion, what organization recognized Joe Frazier as champ? 1, was it the World Boxing Council? 2, was it the World Boxing Association? 3, was it the New York State Athletic Commission? Or 4, was it the International Boxing Federation? Who recognized Smoking Joe as their champ? And I remember watching this fight too, my man. I remember laying in bed listening to it on the radio. I think this was the last heavyweight championship fight that was strictly broadcast on the radio. Couldn't get it was only closed circuit, but it was broadcast on the radio, man. And man, what a violent sounding fight, man. Joe Frazier knocked out Jimmy Ellis in the 4th round, and Joe Frazier was recognized by number 3, the New York State Athletic Commission, and they were followed by about 5 or 6 states, and the rest of them followed the World Boxing Association. And Joe got that one right, man. 43% of you. See, once again, man, a couple tried the 29% tried the World Boxing Council, 29% tried the WBA. The IBF wasn't even in existence right now. It wasn't even a vision that a crackheaded who racked that. Anyway, bro, it was not even it wasn't even in existence. So the New York State Athletic Commission, which later transformed itself and became part of the WBC. Who was the first ranked fighter that 13-year-old George Foreman fought in the 70s? 1, was it Jerry Cooney? 2, was it Henry Cooper? 3, was it George Savallo? Or 4, was it Floyd Patterson? The first ranked fighter that Big George fought in the 70s. I see Z3. I don't know if that's gonna register, bro, but I got some very highly intelligent imbeciles in here. So the first ranked fighter that Big George fought, bro, George versus George. It was George Savallo. Was that one in Toronto, or was that at Madison Square Garden? I can't remember. I think it was Toronto. But George Foreman stopped him on cuts, I think, in 3 rounds. Not sure, but anyway, George Savallo, the first ranked fighter that Big George fought. Let's move on to the next question. Fill my Toka 2 with some of this white gummy, very, very potent indica, man. It's doing its job. Absolutely doing its job. On October of 1970, Muhammad Ali's ban from boxing was lifted, and he immediately staged a fight against the top contender he could find, Jerry Quarry. What was Jerry Quarry's rank in the heavyweight division at the time? 1, was he ranked number 4? 2, was he ranked number 3? 3, was he ranked number 2? Or 4, was he ranked number 1? Jerry Quarry, at the time he fought Muhammad Ali, September 1970. When was it September, or was it May? Whatever it was Ali's comeback from exile. And Jerry Quarry, what was he ranked? And this was like, this kind of really enhanced the legend of Muhammad Ali, coming back after 4 years of exile, and he fights the number 1 ranked contender, number 1, Jerry Quarry. Quarry was number 1, man. Probably one of the greatest fighters of all time not to win a title. Today, he definitely would be a cruiserweight. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Tough as they come. I talked to people who knew him, who saw him fight, and they said, man, never underestimate Jerry Quarry. First round, man. El Harvey, you got that one right. Ranked number 1. 67% said 3. But nope, he was the number 1 ranked heavyweight. I can remember that so clearly because it's funny. The 70s were my favorite ever, man. How many times did Joe Frazier successfully defend his heavyweight title? We're talking about the NYSAC and the Unified. How many total title defenses did successful title defenses did Joe Frazier make? 1, was it 9? 2, was it 8? 3, was it 6? Or 4, was it 4? What happened to my music? Yes, we want to continue it. There we go. That music's not too loud, is it? Not too soft or not too loud? I got this new non-published stuff that I found I can play. And how many times did Joe Frazier? Because I mean, Joe Frazier, one of the most underranked heavyweights out there, bro. You imagine what you think Joe Frazier would be a champion today? 17% got that, man. Poro, good shot, man. I don't know if it's a guess or not. I would have guessed if I did. I had to look it up, man, to put this down. I had to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 3 times, make sure I didn't fuck up. But yep, it was 9 times. And you know, they say it was saying 4 times. I said, no, he defended his undisputed 4 times, but but anyway, 9 times. My man, Poro Soro, man, you're on the board, brother. What city did George Foreman defeat Joe Frazier in for the heavyweight championship of the world in 1973? Was it 1 for New York City, 2 was it Nassau, the Bahamas, 3 was it London, England, or 4 was it Kingston, Jamaica? This is the Frazier's down. Frazier goes down. If you cats don't get this one, bro, see, I throw you a bone, and at least I'm not getting shit like I was getting in the last one. Like, man, these questions are too fucking easy. I give you one where you can take a break, go to the bathroom, scratch your ass, whatever. We all know this one, man. This was where Don King walked in there with Joe Frazier and walked out with George Foreman, Kingston, Jamaica, on a Monday night back in 1973. I listened to it on the radio. My dad was in the hospital. Me and my mom we were up there seeing him, and coming back, I heard George Foreman knocked out Joe Frazier in the 2nd round. Holy shit! I said, Ma. Kingston, Jamaica, 100% of you got that one right, of course, bro, of course. But let's get down and dirty to the next question. We're 19 in. When we get to 20, we'll take a short break, take a look at the scoreboard, have a little smoke. Here we go. Get ready for that next one. Who was the first man to go the distance with George Foreman? The first man to go the distance to see the bell. 1 was it Roberto Davila. 2 was it Levi Forte. 3 was it Jimmy Young. Or 4 was it Gregorio Peralta. The first man to go the distance with Big George Foreman. And the answer is no more time. The window's closed. If you went to Box Rec, man, you had to be real fast. And you know the answer. But I saw some of the right ones and the wrong ones going up in there, man. I don't know if any of you are going to get this one right, because you know you're honest. You're not Google cheaters in here, bro. You're doing the right thing. And nobody got this one right. 67% said Jimmy Young, 34% said Gregorio Peralta, and no, it was an 8-rounder with Roberto Davila, the first man to stop the knockout streak of Big George Foreman. Let's take a little break, man. Let's take a little break. Pause the game. Pause the game. We'll look at the scoreboard. That's what we'll do, man. I'm gonna do a hit, and we'll check out the scoreboard after I do one here. Got a little bit of water. Everybody can stretch, kind of get their thinking hat, see what's going on in the old dome. Make sure you're up to par. See, I can see that. I think the stream of the contest is about 3 or 4 seconds slower than the stream that I'm getting from the YouTube here. The 60s, man. Hey, bro, this one's not even half over, man. Patrick, bro, let's see how you're doing, man. Let's see how you're doing. Oh, the drunk Irishman's crept up on Joe. Yes, sir, man. The leaderboard has changed a little bit. Let's display it so everybody can see it. The drunk Irishman snuck into first place somehow. Joe is Them two Irish cats, bro. I think we should put them in the ring, man. If it's a tie and they both, now you can't, there can't be a tie because it computes the seconds that you come into the game. So we are definitely we're gonna have a first place and a first place winner while this game is over, and it's between those two Irishmen. I don't know, man. We got De Niro's not in here tonight. Some of our finest, and some of the cats. I know some of the guys that I hang with. They're afraid to come in here. Blood boxing. You think he's gonna come in and blow us all away? Nah, Blood. I don't think so, brother. I want to see some educated minds that like to play games of chance to come in here and see what they can do. We get some of the cats who I've seen them win trivia questions, but for some reason I think they're afraid to come in here. I think they don't want to be humbled. They don't want to be embarrassed when they only got when they come in 7th place. You got that Irish, bro. You cats got something in you. My mom was Irish. Mother's Day this weekend, man. And my mom, she's been dead for 20 years this year, man. 20 years she passed away. My mom was beautiful. She was smart. She was strong, man. My dad died, left my mom with 6 kids, 6 teenagers. And most of them were like 12, turning 13, 5 boys and a girl. And my mom raised everybody. Nobody went without. I mean, just fucking amazing, man, And this was in the 70s, the early 70s. So my mom was like a superwoman. She was bringing home the bacon and putting it in a pan, cooking it up, man, way before it became a thing to do, man. And Mother's Day, 20 years, wow. Time does fly, huh? My mom liked her boxing, though, man. She wasn't she was a casual. She'd go to the fight. If somebody took her to the fights, if they were on the tube or stuff, and she'd watch them, she knew Sugar Ray Leonard, she knew Ali, she knew all the fighters of the day. And we all got mothers, and we all love our mothers. So let's resume this game. What are we on? Question number 21 coming up. This heavyweight contender spent more than 7 years in the Colorado State Penitentiary. 1, was it Ron Lyle? 2, was it Ken Norton? 3, was it George Foreman? Or 4, was it Ernie Shavers? The heavyweight contender who spent 7 years in the Colorado Penitentiary. D for the win. Salute. Good to see you in here, man. Peace. Which one of these cats spent 7 years in the Colorado Penitentiary, state penitentiary for murder of all things? 2nd-degree murder, pardoned by the governor for saving correctional officers during a prison riot, was stabbed himself again in prison, man. I mean, great guy, came so close to winning a title today. He'd win a title today. Tough as they fucking come, bro. And all you cats know who I'm talking about, man. The man who came so close with George Foreman and with Muhammad Ali. Ron Lyle, 75% got that one right. 25% said Ernie Shavers. Nobody said Norton or George Foreman, but it was Ron Lyle, and we'll see who the rest of you guessed that one. I see all the other ones in there, but you see they're computated in the score, so it's all on the up and up, man. I can't be bought. I know Joe tried to buy me off, but which boxer knocked down Ali in his first defense after winning the title from George Foreman? 1, was it Richard Dunn? 2, was it Joe Frazier? 3, was it John Pierre Coupin? Or 4, was it Chuck Wepner? What boxer knocked Ali down in his first title defense after winning the title from Big George Foreman? Joe is quick with that freaking. Once again, you and the Irishman. 4-2, El Harvey. But I mean, I was in college, 1976. I was watching it in my apartment. I lived in an apartment. Was it 5-bedroom apartment? Four of the guys and me, man, we had people in there. We used to bring kegs to the fucking thing. It was third floor, and we used to bring kegs up there. But it was Chuck Wepner. It was on a Friday night on ABC Wide World of Sports. Rocky Balboa based it on him, man. I mean, this was like a knockdown. It was a push, really. The feet got tangled up. But 50% of you got that one right. Joe and the Drunk Irishman, man, they're neck and neck, man. Joe's getting in there first. I don't know what it is, man. It must be a couple of miles closer to the Blarney Stone or something, man. 50% said Frazier. Jerry Quarry's dream of getting another title shot in the mid-70s was stopped when he was beaten in the 5th round by both of these fighters. They both stopped him in the 5th round. Was it Ken Norton and Jimmy Ellis? 2, was it Joe Frazier and Ken Norton? 3, was it Jimmy Ellis and Joe Frazier? Or 4, was it George Foreman and Joe Frazier? These two fighters in the early 70s, they stopped Jerry Quarry. Both of them stopped him in the 5th round. I watched both fights. I was riding with Quarry. I liked him, man. He got his clock cleaned by both of these cats. And what two were they? You had to have been there to see it, man. It was a rematch with Joe Frazier, and it was a step in the ring with Ken Norton, number 2. 100% of you got that, man. Good to see that one, man. You other cats didn't even guess, huh? Damn, I would have taken a guess anyway. Joe knows. Joe the historian, Brent, man. Joe just blows me away in here. And Joe, if you don't take the 25, if you don't have a cash app, man, I want to block you. How did the Thriller in Manila end? The fight was stopped. 1, the fight doctor stops the fight due to Frazier's cuts. 2, Frazier's corner stops the fight. 3, Frazier is knocked out. Or 4, Ali is hitting Frazier at will and the ref stops the fight. How did the Thriller in Manila stop? Was it the fight doctor stopping it due to cuts? Was it Frazier's corner stopping it? Was Frazier knocked out? Or was Ali beating Frazier so badly the referee stopped the fight? Put your choice in there, man. Another one that I should see 100% on here. We should see 100% right answers. But you never know, bro. This is, I say it's easy. Some of you cats it's easy for, man. Some of you cats it's not so easy for. This is 1970s boxing. If you didn't live through it, you better have stuck your nose in the grindstone once or twice. But how did the legendary Thriller in Manila end? Never made it to the 15th round. The reason for that was, of course, Frazier's merciful corner stopped the fight. 100% of you got that one right. So we keep it going. And what I got to find out later too is how did this thing not start up on time? How did I have to call this cat up and we were 15 minutes late? Which 2 heavyweights were involved in 1976 Ring Magazine's Fight of the Year? Was it Joe Frazier and Ron Lyle? 2, was it George Foreman and Ron Lyle? 3, was it George Foreman and Ernie Shavers? Or 4, was it Ernie Shavers and Joe Frazier? The Ring Magazine 1976 Fight of the Year. Now it's going to kind of get a little bit difficult as we're winding down, but we're going to see who, well, we're not even winding down. We're at the halfway point, and this is when I said, I've been making them kind of a little easy, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Who were involved in the fight of the elevator fight, they called it. They were both knocking each other down. Carlos, how'd you not get this one right, bro? It was George Foreman and Ron Lyle, the famous elevator fight, where they beat the shit out of each other. George Foreman finally just beat him to death. And if all fights were like this, there would be no MMA today. There'd be no UFC. This was like, wow. probably the most exciting heavyweight fight I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, it was 50% of you got that one right. 50% of you didn't, man. We're running over here. Joe and the Drunk Irishman. So how did I see? Okay, man. How did I see that one? Who was the first boxer to defeat Ken Norton as a professional? 1, was it Muhammad Ali? 2, was it Larry Holmes? 3, was it Jose Luis Garcia? Or 4, was it Georgie Foreman? The first fighter to defeat Ken Norton as a professional. I think it was in 1972, 71. It was in the 70s anyway, so it fits in here, man. I see Joe, man, sneaking it in there, man. Joe, what do you got? What do you got? One of those $2,000 fucking MC double fucking Apple phones, super phones, or with the titanium core or some shit, man? Or what, bro? I see a lot of right answers there, but man, for some reason I see Joe always getting in there quick. Joe must be a speed reader. He must read the questions before I spit them out or something, man. I don't know, man. The first boxer to defeat Ken Norton as a professional. A pot of black coffee. I'm gonna do a blast on my dabber after this one, but it was Jose Luis Garcia. I'm gonna pause it for just a second, man. Wait till it pause that game. Jose Luis Garcia. I think I might have used this in one of my other trivia questions too. He came back to defeat Jose Luis Garcia by knockout. So old Ken, man, you know, he was quite the fighter. The punches who carried the tag of a puncher in there, he had the trouble with, man. You can never forget Ken Norton against Shavers, against Quarry. You know, when it came to the fighters like Ali, he'll go 15 rounds with him 3 times. I mean, just a guy who a puncher with legendary reputation. He just couldn't get by him. And you look at him when he fights George Foreman. He's bigger than George Foreman. He just kind of shrinks himself. He doesn't want to be bigger. I don't know, man. I think he froze when he knew he was going in the ring with a devastating puncher. Maybe that's why he never fought Joe Frazier, his buddy. Let's get back to the next question. Who was Joe Frazier's last opponent? Was it Ron Stander? Was it Ali? Was it George Foreman? Or was it Floyd Cummings? Joe Frazier's last opponent. 5. I think you can still get a vote in there. You would have won that one, Carlos. Floyd Jumbo Cummings. They say this was the first guy that came in the ring on steroids. Everybody knew it who was around him. They weren't testing for it back then. He was just muscle upon muscle. You look at the guy in some of the magazines, he looks like freaking Ronnie Coleman. But it was Floyd Jumbo Cummings. They fought to a draw. Joe Frazier made a comeback after I think it was after the last Foreman fight, and unfortunately, or was it after the Thriller? Anyway, he came back and fought Floyd Jumbo Cummings to a draw, and that was his last fight. But it was 100% of you got that one right. Joe with them fast fingers, that fast internet. Refreshing water too, man. Refreshing water. Next question. Question number 28. Who was the last man Muhammad Ali knocked out? 1 for Ron Lyle, 2 for Richard Dunn, 3 for Leon Spinks, or 4 for Jean-Pierre Koopman? The last man Muhammad Ali knocked out. Come on, get your answers in there quick. I see your answers are all over the place on the board. I think that was this in Ireland too, Joe, Carlos? I think it was. It was somewhere over there. But it was Richard Dunn, Ali's last knockout. You know, an unexceptional name. You would figure somebody like Foreman or Frazier would be there, but no. Richard Dunn. After that, they were all decisions, man. Next question coming up in, oh, actually, it hasn't even computed yet. But 75% of you got that one. 25% said John Pierre Koopman. We'll move on to the next question. I can't be my dog coming out here yet. It's only 9:30, man. He usually comes out around 11:30 or something. Which of these men never won the WBA heavyweight title? 1, Mike Weaver. 2, Michael Dokes. 3, Larry Holmes. Or 4, John Tate. There you go, Joe, Germany. Thank you, brother. Which of these men never won the WBA heavyweight title? All great fighters too, bro. Larry Holmes, the best on the board, but Mike Weaver, how exciting was he against John Tate? And Michael Dokes, man, if he didn't get hit by the alcohol and the cocaine, he would have been one of the greatest. Who knows, man? Go watch the interview, the show that I did with Tim Witherspoon. But anyway, Larry Holmes. Larry never won the WBA heavyweight title. He beat WBA heavyweight champion Mike Weaver. He beat WBA heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali, but he won the WBC and the IBF. And the other 3 guys, man, they were all WBA heavyweight champions. Once again, man, Joe's just blowing us away out here, man. Like I said earlier, I think I'm not going to let him in here no more because he's driving people away. He's just too smart. It's like having Scrapbook in here. Maybe he is Scrapbook. I don't know, man. I don't know. What heavyweight contender had the very close fights with Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier and was shot and killed in 1976 by his girlfriend's bodyguard? Was it Zora Foley, 1? 2, was it Oscar Bonavena? 3, was it Cleveland Williams? Or 4, was it Brian London? This heavyweight contender had some very close fights with Ali and Joe Frazier and was shot and killed in 1976 by his girlfriend's bodyguard. Who was it? Zora Foley, Oscar Bonavena, Cleveland Williams, or Brian London? The boards are closed, man. Let's see if Joe got this one quickly. This was a pretty easy one for guys like us who studied the heavyweights of the 70s. But everybody else would be that split second behind. That's the thing about these trivia games, man. You know, you go to bars and you have these, and I've seen fights break out with these suckers. You got to be real fast. You know, you got to have some kind of an electric score transfer. But 100% of you got that one. Oscar Bonavena, Jumpin' Joe, once again with another first place vote. Let's check out let's take a little pause in this game here, man. And go to the leaderboard. You look up the leaderboard in here, man. Ooh, surprising. Display the leaderboard here, man. And look, the Drunken Irishman is actually in first place. I thought Joe was in first place, man, but you've got more first place votes there, Irishman. You both, you got 24, Joe's got 22, El Harvey's got 16. You got Drunk Irishman's winning this one today, man. You gotta have a cash app if you're gonna win this one, bro. I got those magazines in the car. I gotta get to the post office, and this time I'll send them. I sent my wife last time, and she came back with the fucking slip and everything. I said, I'll do it when I go. But I haven't been out of the house. Well, I've been out of the house every day, but I haven't been into the city for, Christ, about a month now. But anyway, Let's get to the next one, man. Let's resume the game. And you can see, man, Jose Diaz is still in there. He's got, even though he's in 12th place, man, he's still got a chance. We still have 20 questions to go. So don't get discouraged, anybody. Let's resume this game. Let's resume this game. How many of you cats are still playing this game right now? We only got 10 people in here, man. See, Joe, the ringer chased him out of here. All right, which heavyweight in the 70s was involved in a car accident? This is an easy one, man. It left him dead on the operating table before he was revived by doctors and he fully recovered. 1, was it Ken Norton? 2, was it Joe Frazier? 3, was it Jimmy Ellis? Or 4, was it George Foreman? Clinically dead, revived on the operating table. His son took care of him too. I remember watching some shows where his son would take him in the shower, wash him, because he was boom. He had a Porsche. I think he went off a cliff or something, but dead on an operating table. And of course, it was number 1, Ken Norton. How many got that one right? 75%. Joe, once again, Joe's creeping up on the Irishman. I don't know. I seemed like I was seeing Joe in more first place votes here, but the Irishman is in first place. So this is neck and neck. We'll check after every 10 questions, and we'll see how this race is going. Is it a 2-horse race? Or we got some of you cats in here who are going to give them a run for their money. Let's get to the next question. How did Larry Holmes win the WBC title from Ken Norton? 1, was it a TKO? 2, was it a split decision? 3, was it a majority decision? Or 4, was it a knockout? How did Larry Holmes win the WBC title from Ken Norton? This was 1978. What a fight, man. Rock'em sock'em robots. They just stood in front of each other and beat the shit out of each other. This was an amazing fight. Larry Holmes won his first world title. How did he win it? What was the verdict? Hey, text my brother. Smoke him if you got him, my man. You got 20 questions to go, bro. 18 questions to go. Get in on the contest. Show your knowledge, bro. You're in the college of knowledge, bro. You're amongst scholars in here. We got the highly rated Joe. We got the drunk Irishman. We got Patrick. We got El Harvey, man. We got some serious minds in here, and they're chasing people out of here. So get in here and give them some competition. How did Larry win this belt in 1978? What happened when Jimmy Lennon, was it Michael Buffer, or I think it was Michael Buffer, and knew Ken Norton was what we call the email champ these days. In the 1970s, what champion lit the flame at what 1970s heavyweight champion lit the flame at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics? 1, Muhammad Ali. 2, Joe Frazier. 3, George Foreman. 4, Evander Holyfield. And if you had watched this, man, this was like not a dry eye in the fucking sight. It was like thousands and thousands of people, tens of thousands. The Olympic ceremonies, the lighting of the torch, shaken with Parkinson's disease. And it was amazing. It was just amazing, man. It was an amazing sight to see. I see everybody got that one right, man. The drunk Irishman looked like he's pulled in front of Joe on my YouTube over here. And yep, the drunk Irishman, 100% of you got that one right. The drunk Irishman and Joe were the first 2. The rest of you, we're in here, and it's your votes are being counted. These guys they got the fast fingers, and they got the right answers. So we're coming down to a real close a 2-horse race here, but you never know, because I looked at it and I thought Joe was blowing him away. Then I looked, the drunk Irishman was in front of Joe. So you never know. What WBA featherweight champion made 19 defenses between 1978 and 1985. One was it Wilfredo Gomez. Two was it Salvador Sanchez. Three was it Eusebio Pedroza. Or four was it Barry McGuigan. This WBA featherweight champ made 19 defenses. An amazing fighter, longevity. Isn't that amazing, El Harvey? Me too, man. I don't remember yesterday like it was yesterday, but I remember this like it was yesterday. We're definitely a rare breed around here, man. Well, yeah, we do the 60s, man. We do some general boxing. There's so much in boxing. You never get tired of it. I never get tired of making the things out. Never mind going up here and getting blasted for a couple hours and doing the show, bro. Eusebio Pedroza. El Harvey, Joe was just a shade faster. And me and you are in America. This guy's in Ireland. So how's he getting in that cunt here faster, man? How's he doing it? You think he's got that super IMAX phone going on or what? Or you think he's even a human being? I've never heard him speak. I've never seen his picture. What WBA light heavyweight champion made 10 defenses against 7 different opponents between 1975 and 1979? One was it Victor Galindez. Two was it Miguel Cuello. Three was it Marvin Johnson. Or four was it Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. The WBA light heavyweight champion who made 10 defenses against 7 different opponents between 75 and 79. See, these are questions that you gotta think. But then when you start thinking, the WBA champion, 10 defenses. That kind of separates him from a couple of the other guys out there. But the answer is, man, the tough Argentinian, Victor Galindez. And I can see Joe is first out there. Marvin Johnson, a couple of cats said him. Good guess. I mean, they're all good guesses because all these guys were light heavyweight champs in that era and all had several defenses. They were on national Wide World of Sports and Sports Spectacular. So, but Victor Galindez, man, he was like that. He was a bad-looking ass, man. Tough. How old was Wilfred Benitez when he became the youngest man to win a world title? Was he 18 years and 40 days? 2, was he 17 years and 6 days? 3, was he 17 years and 176 days? Or 3, was he 17 years and 364 days? I mean, I'm not going to give it to you, bro. Watch nobody get this one. Oh, Joe deleted his message. I don't know if that counts, Joe. How old was Benitez? We all know he was 17, so we can knock number 1 right out of there. But was it 17 and 6 days, 17 and 176 days, or 1 day shy of 18? What was it, man? What was it? 17 and 176 days. The drunk Irishman got that one, got his vote in there, man. You would have got it, Joe, but apparently them little sausage fingers of yours didn't get that button fast enough, so better luck next time. The drunk Irishman once again pulling ahead of you, man. I don't know, bro. You're going to have to get those fingers going faster. Recharge that phone, man. Turn that crank. Who did Carlos Monzon defeat to become the world middleweight champ in 1970? 1, was it Nino Benvenuti? 2, was it Emil Griffith? 3, was it Denny Moyer? Or 4, was it Benny Briscoe? My dog's over here. I got to put him out, so I'm going to have to, when this question's over, we're going to have to take a short break, and we'll come back. So you just wait. We'll get you outside. Don't you worry. I know he's sitting here just looking at me, and I know he's going to go out there and take a piss or a dump or whatever, but my job to do it. So who did Carlos Monzon defeat to become the middleweight champ? Was it Benvenuti? Was it Griffith? Was it Moya? Or was it Briscoe? I think he fought all four of them, so they're all Hall of Fame legends. But which one did he defeat to become the middleweight champ of the world? And was it 1970? I guess it was 1970. Nino Benvenuti. Nino Benvenuti. I'm going to have to pause the game while I put the dog outside. So bear with me. I'll be right back. Put the music up till I get back. We'll be right back. See, if I was on StreamYard, I could show you exactly what my dog was doing in the backyard, because I have to bring up my Real Link camera and look at the backyard so I can see him when he comes in. But I can't see the show right now, so I'm just going to hang in here for a minute or two. I can see my YouTube presentation in front of me, but I can't see my what do they call that? The trivia channel, the something live, whatever it is, man. But I'm watching the dog with one of my security cameras. I guess they're security cameras. I just use them to look outside. But yeah, I can see what's going on, and I can see the dog up there sniffing around, doing his thing. He'll be in soon. It's kind of cold out there, but I don't want to leave him out there scratching the door. He comes in, he gets a couple of biscuits. We'll resume this game. This is your chance to offer a bribe. There ain't nothing I can do, Joe. I'm not technically savvy enough to. You could probably offer Carlos a bribe. Split the 25 with him, $12.50 a piece, man. Hey, get you a couple of pre-rolls. Although in your country you can't even get those pre-rolls, can you? Damn. Carlos smokes those tobacco vapes, man. Damn. I wish I could send you a one of these bad boys here. This is the HIT, High in Thought. King Louis vape right here, man. Indica, nice, very discreet. Put it in your pocket. Hit up in anywhere you are. You're in a restaurant, just walk into the shitter, do a couple of tokes, walk out. Nobody will know the better. I was with my wife last time we went out to breakfast, man. That's the only place I really ever go is like breakfast. Go to dinner, Christ, I better bring $100 bill with me. And the place ain't even going to be that good. But we went out to breakfast and we're both hitting on the vape before we went into the joint. And man, laughing so hard it was all old people in there. And we were just goofing on. We were both stoned as hell. And it was so funny. I'm asking the waitress if what was this, senior citizens discount day? It was like, and I'm saying, Jesus Christ, we're fucking senior citizens ourselves. But anyway, man, what was I just saying? I can't even remember. Just waiting for that dog to come down. I see him there. He's on his way. He's coming down the steps. He's coming in. Nope. He stopped halfway. Get my tunes back on. Okay. That dog should be in just a second. I can see him on this camera. He's sniffing around the ground. Here he comes. There he comes. Now he stops and he's looking at something. I got these holes in the back. I think they're rabbits in there. I'm not sure because I've seen this other creature out there. I think it's a woodchuck or something. Maybe it's him, but they're too big for rat holes, so I'm not worried about that. But rabbits, I could care less about. He goes nuts when he sees rabbits. Squirrels, he doesn't care about a squirrel. But the rabbits, right, yeah, there he is. Let me go grab him. I'll be right back. We'll get this game resumed. He's in. He's in. Let me give him his treats. Here, come here. See, come on. See, he wants to come up, but he knows he's not supposed to. Oh, he's fucking drooling. I gotta give it. He's looking at the biscuits, and he knows better than jump up. So I got my screen, 2 screens over here, my Toka 2. He's been backhanded for doing. No, I never hit him. He's smart. This dog is so smart. I was walking today, and he's pissing down a sewer grate, and these 2 ladies are walking by, and they're like, am I seeing right? I'm like, yeah. I said, oh, he's so freaking smart. Let me see if I can get him to come a little bit closer here so you can see him. Here, bro, you want this next one? See, last time I was dangling the thing in front of him, he was like, yeah. There's your next one. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Just take it. Anyway, he's got his biscuits. Let's get ready to start this game up again. We are on question. This is question number 37. We still have 13 questions to go. Carlos Monzon defeated Nino Benvenuti, and I remember watching that fight at my aunt's in my aunt's apartment. I was working at my mother's restaurant. I think I was cleaning tables or something. Okay, there we go, man. There we go. Monzon's middleweight championship. That's it. No more. No more. Go back. Monzon's middleweight championship was lifted in 1975 by the WBC for not defending it against mandatory challenger. Who was it? Was it Rodrigo Valdez? Was it Jose Napoles? Was it Gratian Tona? Or was it Alan Minter? The WBC, in all its wisdom, they stripped Carlos Monzon of his title for not defending against its mandatory challenger. And who was their mandatory challenger? Mazrick, salute my brother. Gutters Pub, salute, sister. Good to see you here. Computating the answers. When we get to question 40, we'll take a look at the leaderboard. We'll see how the competition is doing. I'm gonna do a blast. My dog, he thinks he's getting another dog biscuit, but he got 3 of them, man. And that's it. That's. See, he knows that too. When I tell him that's it, he's not gonna bug me, but he's gonna hang around here just in case I get a little bit, I loosen up. Rodrigo Valdez. He became the middleweight champion, and then Carlos Monzon went and fought him and got his belt back. So that was that's what the WBA did, and that's kind of why these alphabet organizations have less and less respect amongst hardcore boxing fans. Ken Buchanan won the lightweight championship in 1977. Who did he defeat? Did he defeat Ruben Navarro? Did he defeat Ishmael Laguna? Did he defeat Carlos Ortiz? Or did he defeat Carlos Hernandez? Yeah, Marzik, that's the thing, bro. You know, we got to delve into the history, man. We'll do 90s, 80s. I did 80s last week. But this is 70s, man. Ken Buchanan, the guy who Roberto Duran won his title from. Who did Ken Buchanan win his from? Navarro, Laguna, Ortiz, or Hernandez? And the right answer, the correct answer is number 2, Ishmael Laguna. $25% of you, the boxing scholar himself, man. Joe got that one right. Carlos Ortiz, 50% said Carlos Ortiz, and 25% said Ruben Navarro. But the correct answer is Ishmael Laguna. George Foreman defeated Jose King Roman in September 1973. In what city did this bout take place? Was it 1, was it Tokyo? 2, was it Rome? 3, was it New York? Or 4, was it Las Vegas? George Foreman's title defense against Jose King Roman, September 1973. He only made 2 defenses. He defended against Ken Norton successfully, and he defended against Jose King Roman successfully, and he defended against Muhammad Ali unsuccessfully. Mrs. Just Do, my sister, God bless you. Peace to you, my sister. The joint's classed up right now, man. Everybody better be on their toes. We got a lady in here. What city did George Foreman, the international globetrotter, the man who put world heavyweight into world heavyweight championship, you know, defended his title 3 times in 3 different countries. But which country was it? Which country did he defend it against? Jose King Roman. Would he knock him out in the first round, the second round? It was a slaughter either way. But anyway, man, that city was Tokyo. Just where we watched Monster Inoue the other morning. All right, Mazda, did you get it in there quick? Nope, Joe was before you, bro. That fucking Joe, man, he's not only the smartest, but he's got the best internet going. So watch out for Joe, man. What city did Muhammad Ali knock out Richard Dunn in 1976? Was it Munich? 1, was it 2 for Manila? 3 for London, or 4 for Las Vegas? And that was answered previously too, if you're paying attention. Let's see who got that one right. That was the last opponent that Ali knocked out. We talked about that earlier. And we didn't want to give away the answer to it, but anyway, man. What city was it? I got to get this. See, the contest isn't going on Facebook today. This thing screwed up on me. I don't know, maybe I said it too early or what. But anyway, man, we're still over here on our favorite YouTube, my original, my family. And we're doing this contest. We're in the 41st question over here, man. We're gonna get the answer to that. Then we're gonna take a. Now we don't need another break, man. Or do we? You want to see who's ahead, or do you want to just keep going? Check the leaderboard, or keep it moving. Keep going. Okay, bro. What year did Marvelous Marvin Hagler turn professional? Was it 1976? Was it 2? Was it 1975? 3, 1974? 4, 1973. The year that the Marvelous one turned professional. You got some good guesses out there. You know, and I invited a couple of people to come to this show tonight too, who I thought would be pretty smart doing it, but I think they're scared off, man. And this is a tough one, bro. I know because I live in New England, man, and we know what year Marvin Hagler turned pro, bro. I mean, it was like you go see him at the freaking Rhode Island Auditorium, basically. Yeah, I knew that. What, 76, 75, 74, 73. 73. 50% of you got that one. Joe and the Drunk Irishman, man, they are quick. They are quick. But that's how long. See, Marvin Hagler had to wait from 1973 to 1979 to get a title shot. 6 years of, I'm not talking about fighting twice a year. I'm talking about fighting 5, 6 times a year against some of the baddest fighters out there, man. But 50% got that one right. And, of course, the marvelous one. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Which year did Larry Holmes turn professional? The Eastern Assassin. Was it 1 for 1975, 2 for 1973, 3 for 1972, or 4 for 1971? The Eastern Assassin. What year did Larry turn professional? The year was, I was in my prime, kind of. The year I graduated from high school, 1973. Joe got that one right. The Drunk Irishman right behind him, man. Like I said earlier, you guys are dangerous out there. What was the Ring Magazine round of the year in 1976? Was it Lyle versus Young, round 11? 2, was it Frazier versus Foreman 2, round 5? 3, was it Lyle versus Foreman, rounds 4 and 5? Or 4, was it Ali versus Norton 3, round 11? Ring Magazine round of the year. Which one was it? Maybe a trick question, but not really. Might have been a trick edition of Ring Magazine. Put your votes in, my friends. 1976, what a great year that was. The bicentennial. I had a brand new Fiat X19. I had my own business at the time, man. I was riding high off the hog. Fuck, man. Although I wish I could do it again. I would have changed a lot of things. But anyway, man. What was the Ring Magazine round of the year? 1976. I lived in Maine, Mad Chad's town. It was funky. Lyle and Foreman, rounds 4 and 5. They were the round of the year for Ring Magazine. What year was Ring Magazine upset of the year? 1973. Was it Ken Norton defeating Muhammad Ali? Was it Jerry Quarry defeating Ron Lyle? Was it George Foreman defeating Joe Frazier? Or was it Carlos Monzon beating Emil Griffith? The Ring Magazine, upset of the year, 1973. Unsubscribe from Brandon. Nah, come on, man. Leave Brandon alone, the poor guy. Vaughn, you're a little late, bro. But not too late, man. You still got time to vote. The last 10, I should cut it off right now and start the final 10 from 0, but I can't do that. But I mean, was it? What was the upset of the year in 1973? That was a funky year for me, and I was in a weird place. But there was one good thing that happened in 1973. I got my first piece of you know what. But Ken Norton's defeating Muhammad Ali. That was the upset of the year. If you remember that one, bro, that was like Ali was playing golf the day before. He was fucking totally out of shape. Norton kicked his ass. It was truly an upset of the year. 54% got that one, man. Patrick, my man. Joe actually got one wrong. Oh, man. And the drunk Irishman was even quicker on the wrong answer. Unbelievable. But yeah, man, 1973. What was the Ring Magazine Fight of the Year 1978? Was it Roberto Duran versus Esteban de Jesus? Remember the year too, man. Was it Leon Spinks versus Ali 1? Was it Leon Spinks versus Ali 2? Or was it Larry Holmes versus Ken Norton? And I mean, these are all great fights, but Ring Magazine only can pick one fight of the year. And which one was it? 1978. Man, that was the year that I did coke all year. I went fucking nuts that year. God damn. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars. Oh my goodness. You wouldn't believe it if I told you. But what was the Ring Magazine's fight of the year that year, 1978? I see the guesses are all over the place out there. I think I even have the Ring Magazine in my freaking bedroom, man. But it was, nobody got that one, but it was the first fight, the first Leon Spinks Muhammad Ali fight. Who expected Leon Spinks? I mean, and it was such an amazing fight. It wasn't just the upset of the year, it was the fight of the year. The 14th round, just an incredible freaking display of raw courage. Nobody got that one right. Wow. We're trying, man. You can Google it. It's in there. Unless I was real high, but I dig fact checking. What was the Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year in 1977? 1 for Muhammad Ali, 2 for Marvelous Marvin Hagler, 3 for Ken Norton, or 4 for Carlos Zarate? The Fighter of the Year, 1977. Knocking out everybody, man. Who was it? No, sir. The two of my top students out there. Patrick knows. Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year. Carlos Zarate, 1977. I remember their cover. It was like, huh? Wow. Only the hardcore fans at the time knew who he was, man. Well, not even the hardcore fans, because I guess all boxing, if you were a boxing fan, you were kind of hardcore because there was no other way to be. There was too much action going on to be softcore. 1977, what a glorious year. I was living upstairs from Andy's bar. Fucking the year Elvis died, I was drinking. I was introduced to many, many strange things that year. Which boxing British champ was actually born in Hungary? Was it 1, was it Lennox Lewis? 2, was it Joe Bugner? 3, was it Henry Cooper? Or 4, was it Alan Minter? Lane, what's happening, brother? Salute. Easy money. Definitely, Perot, man. You should have come earlier. A guy like you could have aced this fucking contest. Which British boxing champ was born in Hungary? Joe Bugner, of course. The only fighter that fought father and son is Marvis Frazier and Joe Frazier. Lost to both of them. I got a blast on the tool. We're moving on into the finals over here, man. We're moving on into the final questions. Question number 49 is coming up. The fight between Alexis Aguayo and Alfredo Escalera was called The War on the Shore is 1, 2, The Final Go-Round, 3, The Bloody Battle of Bayamon, or 4, Bad Blood. What was this fight called? Alfredo Escalera, the Snake Man, and Alexis Aguayo, man, the Explosive Thin Man. They met in this ring one night, man, and it was a fucking war. My brother Curtis Anderson always speaks of this fight. And it was called, of course it was called, The Bloody Battle of Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Escalera's hometown. Aguayo came in, took the titles. Great night of boxing. If you never saw that fight, they fought twice, man. The first fight is the Bloody Battle of Bayamon. Escalera would come in with a big python around his neck. Just I mean, you talk about characters in the ring. You talk about Ryan Garcia. You got to see one of these dudes coming around with a fucking 6-foot python around their neck. Yeah, he would. I wouldn't have let him in here, Irishman. Nope, I would have blocked him. Who was the first boxer to defeat Wilfred Benitez as a professional? 1, was it Thomas Hearns? 2, was it Sugar Ray Leonard? 3, was it Roberto Duran? Or 4, was it Marvin Hagler? Now, I would have blocked him. He would have been like Joe. Joe's going to be on my block list, too, if he keeps fucking blowing everybody away in here. But and you, too, Carlos, man. I'm going to have to get some real hard questions, I guess. This was like an easy one, man. I figured, hey, might be a trick question. Maybe you get a few people with it. Who gave Wilfred Benitez his first loss? I don't see a wrong answer in there. This will be another 100%. Is this the 50th one, man? I think it is. Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh wow! I'm looking at my other site. Has got my my YouTube on, and my computer here is a lot slower. It's weird, man. These internet speeds are strange. I can see how it could fuck up the trivia games, because my my laptop is coming in a lot faster than my seconds faster than my my big screen, my big computer. Okay, man. Who was honored as the world heavyweight champion in 1970? 1, was it Muhammad Ali? 2, was it Ken Norton? 3, was it Joe Frazier? Or 4, was it George Foreman? This is question 51. I don't know why I put this one on there. Maybe this is the bonus one. But who was the world heavyweight champion in 1970? Who was it? How do you know that, Joe? How do you know that? I didn't put the scores up yet. You gotta be you gotta be AE, as they call it, man. You gotta be AE to know that, because I didn't put those scores up. I don't even know who won it yet. How could you know? Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. 100% of you got that one right. Now we will go to the, let me look at it first so I can see. Yep, you're right, Joe. Carlos got first place over here. And kind of like, between you and him, man, you guys were neck and neck by 1 point. But Patrick's was down by like 15 from Carlos, and everybody else was down after that, man. You guys kind of just blew it away. I guess you chased the other people away, man. You guys are too good for this. You're just too good for it, man. Let's put the leaderboard up. Let's show you who won, man. Or should I do this first? This is something I just found out the other day on here. Let's see if I still have it. Wait a minute. Okay. No, we don't want that on this. Sorry, made a boo-boo. But that's what I do want on there. Let me get rid of this. I won't cut that off. And we'll go to the there we go. I knew I'd get this down. If you just bear with me. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, and the new trivia champion, I guess it doesn't have a symbol at the end of this. It should, shouldn't it? Nope, it just cools out. But Carlos Mendoza, my brother, the drunk Irishman, he took this one, man. Carlos, what's your Cash App, bro? You got a Cash App over there, man? We send you $25 right now. Drop it in the chat, and I will get it off to you, my brother. Put my tunes back on. Ain't gonna be no rematch. Oh yeah, Joe. Next week, man. You know I'll most likely I'll do it again. Maybe I won't, but probably I will. See, I don't like being on schedule. After I retired, I don't do schedules very well. I keep appointments when I have to, but as far as scheduling things out, not quite what I do, man. Not quite what I like to do. But scheduling this, or maybe if I refresh this right here, maybe that'll speed the my thing up. Let's see. Yeah, 'cause it's all about speed. It's very weird, man. I'm looking at three different screens, and neither one of them is right on time. So we just wait for my brother Carlos Mendoza to drop that Cash App in here. We'll end this game, and we'll think about next week's game. Do a couple of blasts on this crumble. And like I said earlier, man, this crumble is a great thing to have. This is something what they take the I guess they take the extract, the butter, the oil, You have PayPal, bro? I got a PayPal. I think that works. Bro, I'll block you if you don't take the prize, you don't play again. Joe's been pulling that baloney with me, and I had to go give it to Tim Witherspoon. And then De Niro came in here last time, and he tried to give it back to me. And bro, this is the prize, and you're insulting me by not taking it. So please, Carlos, I'm going to send you those magazines. They're in the car with your name on them, your address is on them. When I get to the post office, we'll be done. But give me your PayPal. Drop that in there, and I'll shoot it to you that way. I want to see if mine works anyway. I just got a new debit card, well, a few months, but I haven't used it in PayPal. And they're probably gonna want me to change the information around, but if they do, it can be done with the press of a button. But you do have that, don't you? Patrick, where did Jack Bear fight his first 4 professional bouts? I don't even know who Jack Bear is, man. What do you think I am? A historian? Where did he fight him, though? Tell us. Drunk Irishman 94? Let me see if it goes through. Let you back on track. What the hell's that? No, it's me. Get a code. All right. I get into PayPal a different way, but let me take your thing, and when the show is over, I will absolutely get it to you, my bro. But they're telling me because I didn't use it so long, I got to go through my phone thing and identify myself and all that other happy horse shit. But and see, I can't even freaking I can't even highlight your message with this trivia software. It's called Live Reacting, and I can't even highlight your message. But I can go back to it. I'll get that to you, Carlos, my brother. Do not worry. You can ask Joe. My motto is I'd rather owe it to you than cheat you out of it. It's been that my whole life, so I'll never forget it. Believe me. Nah. But man, the Ryan Garcia bullshit that's happening is mind blowing, even to a guy like me who's seen this. See, they're saying, can they make this fight a no contest? And think back about the not that long ago we had Johnny Ruiz and we had James Toney in Madison Square Garden of all places, New York City, same arena for the not the same arena but the same city, and James Toney popped dirty. And James Toney would have won the heavyweight championship of the world, and they changed the bout later on to a no contest. Now, can you imagine how much more popular James Toney would have been if he was the heavyweight champion of the world, on top of already his Hall of Fame career? So, if they do, if New York does declare the bout a no contest, if Ryan is found to be in violation of that, that's their rules, man. They did it to the heavyweight championship of the world. So isn't that you think for the WBC super lightweight championship of the world it's going to make a difference to the New York State Athletic Commission? But the New York State Athletic Commissioner, she resigned last week. This week. Let's see if I can. Let me pull that up. Nice sack. Resigns. I know I'd only have to type like. Okay, yes, here we are, man. Just on Wednesday the 8th, Kim Sumbler resigns as New York State Athletic Commission Executive Director for personal reasons. She said her family, she's resigned to take care of her family, but it's funny that this is just before one of her biggest duties as the commissioner with the Ryan Garcia and the Devin Haney, the Austrian case, where see, I've been in the nutritional supplement business for a lot of years, man. I sold nutritional supplements. I started doing that in 1997, and I owned my own store for about 12 years. And it was called. It might even still be websites with it. The Nutritional Edge. It was on Gooding Avenue in Bristol, Rhode Island. And I did that for 10 years. And believe me, nutritional supplements can be contaminated. And when you get the see what it is it's health nutrition and sports nutrition. They're two different supplements. They're two different categories. Sports supplementation, sports nutrition, they try to mimic the effects of anabolic steroids. They try to get your body to recover quickly, to put on muscle, to mimic anabolic steroids. And they're not regulated by the FDA. The FDA doesn't test. Let me put this music down a bit now that the show's over. I'm talking. Is that a little bit better? But see, the FDA doesn't test these supplements until there's a complaint made about them, or the ones who test the supplements are the competitors of the supplements. They'll test it to see to make sure that there's what it says on the label is in there. But when they put adulterates in there, the competitive companies might say that they found it in there, but then that's going to make people want to buy these supplements more, because people, like I said, they're buying them to get the steroid-like effects legally. They're not regulated, and they're very rarely tested. And unless you get a company that's, I think it's USP, it's a supplement organization that tests random batches of these supplements, so they're standardized. But that's a possibility. Ryan might have taken this sports drink, an enhancement, a recovery drink. They got him in the gym all the time. There's 10 different brands of the same agent, the same drink to do the same thing in the cooler. So Ryan could have done that, And when they get that B sample, if they find the Austrian in there, and then somebody's saying, well, there were such negligible amounts in there. But see, the thing is with that supplement, the body does not make that. That's not what they call a naturally occurring substance. Whereas the 19-norandrosterone, that is a naturally occurring substance where they could find metabolites of that in your body, a body that produces a lot of testosterone. But as far as the Austrian's concerned, there really is no acceptable level. So if they find that in there, it's up to Ryan to prove how it got in there. If he's got enough money where he can pay people to go out and get the supplement that he took, the exact batch, come back there and prove that that's what he took. Then there are exclusions in the clause where he could not knowingly have taken a banned supplement, and he might get a pass on that, or they might lighten the sentence. Either way, if that's in there, he's going to prove how it got in there. And usually with a B supplement, if it's legit, if the chain of command wasn't tampered with. But then again, man, there we go with the chain of command and the way boxing is today. I wouldn't bet on anything, man. There's so many dirty things going on in the back room of boxing arenas, man. It's just it's off the fucking wall. It's crazy. And anyway, I've been on here for a bit. I don't even know how long. I think it came on there at 8. It's been 2 hours. The Drunken Irishman won the prize. $25 king of the trivia over here. If we do another one next week, and I'll try to do it, we hope Carlos comes in and defends his title. And all you other cats, I appreciate you for coming in, man. You other guys, I'm sorry you got scared off early. Maybe I should dumb down the questions a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I kind of like them hard like this. What do you guys think, man? You like them on the difficult end, or you like them like how many defenses did Joe Frazier have of his title? Or do you want to say what round did Joe Frazier knock out Max Baer? Something that makes you think a little bit, It makes you think fast when you know the guy right behind you is going to get the right answer. But anyway, tomorrow night, man, I'm going to be on here and calling the Devin Haney, the Lomachenko, and the Kambosos fight from down under. I hope anybody that's out there comes in and gives me a few minutes and puts a thumbs up, gets a little more exposure for the channel, and appreciate that. Saturday night boxing it's become a regular thing with me, and as long as I can come on here and have a couple of people listen to me talking about it, then it's a great way to kill a Saturday night, man. It's a lot of fun for me, and I'm hoping it's a little bit of a fun for you. So we see you tomorrow. Aside from that, man, Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz. You know what I didn't do today? I didn't go over my what I wanted to do today was in 1991, man, I was sitting in this living room, and an unknown middleweight by the name of James Lights Out Tony, he knocked out a guy named Michael Nunn, who everybody was saying was the next Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard, all rolled up into one. And that was in 1991, man. I watched that fight, and I almost went to the ceiling. I thought fucking James Toney was gonna get destroyed by Michael Nunn. Michael Nunn, this guy had just defeated Sambu Kalambe with a left hand that was like a shotgun. You know, he defeated Iran Barkley. He was beating everybody out there. And this guy, James Toney, 1991. What is that, man? What is that, 35 years ago, man? 35 years ago tonight. Unbelievable night, man. Unbelievable night. And also, man, my friend Bobby Ches, this is the night that he got beat by Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield is moving up to heavyweight, moving up from the cruiserweight division. And Bobby Ches was in his way, and Bobby Ches claimed that Evander had hot sauce on his gloves. To this day, man, you know, Evander Holyfield, a great heavyweight, man. You know, everybody has a lot. They say that he had a lot of different questionable means to an end, so they say. And also on this day, man. On this day, there was another fight that I remember, man. This was fucking Bermain Stavern. We thought it was going to be a dull fight, man. He's fighting for the vacant WBC heavyweight title against Chris Arreola. They fought to a draw in their first fight. Everybody thought it was going to be another. Everybody thought Arreola was going to win, but they thought it was going to be a decision. A couple of heavyweights were going to hug each other, but nope, man. Bermain Stavern knocked out Chris Arreola in the fucking 6th round to win the vacant WBC heavyweight title, and it was another one of these. Whoa. Great fight with Prince Charles Williams. Yup, man. I was losing my head here. I got to pay attention to these comments because I'm sure there were people still in here, man. Witherspoon beat Jorge Luis Gonzalez that night. Wow, I didn't even know that. Joe. See, Joe the historian, man. Great fight with Prince Charles Williams. Yes, and that was Leon Muhammad was probably with Tim and with Bobby Ches on that. If they happened on the same card. The International Boxing Hall of Fame used to induct Nunn, and need to induct Nunn into the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame don't know why they haven't, maybe because of his prison time, but then again, Tyson and Monzon doing prison time and having already been inducted. Yeah, the Hall of Fame is weird. You know, they got the team of inductees, and you know, like Vic Glazer's one of them, and who's that dude? Mike Montero. He's on Twitter and on Facebook a lot. You don't see him. Yeah, I guess he's on YouTube all the time too. But anyway, he's an inductee. There's a bunch of them out there, and they have their own favorites, I guess. I don't know what else you can call them, but You know, it's too bad. Like guys like Marlon Starling, they're not even on the ballot anymore. You know, it's a shame. And you know, somebody like that. But I want to get up there, and in fact, I just talked to Reggie Johnson last week, man. I want to get him on the show pretty soon. I had him on a couple of years ago when I first started doing this, but he called me out of the blue, and it was weird, man. I guess he must have had a revelation or something. But we talked a while, and and he's going to the Hall of Fame. He said, "Oh, I'll see you at the Hall of Fame." And I said, "What? Because I mean, he just went to the National in California. He was inducted into that. He told me he talked to Little Red Lopez and just a bunch of great fighters that we talk about on here. And he said you never went to the International Box Hall of Fame. I said, no, man. He said, oh, bro, you got to come up there, man. Everybody's up there. I'm like, man, I wish. Just talking to you is like almost like being there. But I would love to do that. There's a couple of things I want to do before I kick, man. Some on the bucket list. One of them is the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Another one is going to Riyadh, sit ringside with His Royal Highness Turki Al Sheikh, catch some fights. Yeah, Starling, he was tough as hell, man. I talk to Marlon Starling all the time. Not all the time. I should talk to him more. But he tells me stories like he had his jaw broken by Thomas Hearns. He was sparring with Thomas Hearns when Hearns was getting ready for Sugar Ray Leonard, and Thomas Hearns broke his jaw, and he had to fight on the undercard with a broken jaw. But Marlon Starling, man, great guy, competitive, blew our minds when he knocked out Mark Breland. Then he came back and he won he won his title again. I mean, just and he got knocked out. Didn't even know he got knocked out with Thomas Molinares. He was talking to was it Jim Lampley? He said, you got knocked out. And, you know, who got knocked out? But man, you know, great fighter. One of the cats that I watched after the retirement of one of the retirements of Sugar Ray Leonard when the welterweight division was wide open, like a lot of these divisions are today. But man, they didn't waste any time filling them up, and they got the best to fight the best for the titles. And, you know, Marlon, he didn't get that welterweight title right away, but he hung in there. And that's another cat, you know, he never moved up. And he fought Michael Nunn. I think he was only like 152 pounds or something when he fought Nunn. But this is a guy that when he was an amateur, he fought at 147, and all through his career fought at 147. Beat the shit out of Lloyd Hunnigan. Yep. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. But in fact, I got his picture right over my head, man. Right yonder. Autographed to Bruce Gass. I met him down in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Went to an outing down there, man. We never got Starling versus Leonard. No, we never. And we never got Starling and Milton McCrory. That would have been a good fight. I mean, but one thing about Starling, he didn't fuck around. He fought Mark Breland a couple of times, and Hunnigan, and damn, he was all over the place back in the 70's, the early 80s, late 70s. Marlon was the man. Or was he more 80s? I can't even remember. The 80s and the 70s, they seem to all be overlap, especially in boxing when you get to the late 70s, the early 80s, when you get to like the Saad Mohammeds and the Salvador Sanchez, you know, when they were moving from the Larry Holmes, the guys who like bridged that generation. Sweet Pea's autograph, wow. That'd be definitely a nice one. You know, you can get these fighters, man. They would love. You can get in touch with them. You can do it through Facebook and stuff. They'll love to sell you an autograph. You send them $20, $25, man. You get an autograph from somebody who it's such a precious thing. I got a couple mailed to me a couple of weeks ago, man. I got one on the wall. But I got another one. I got two of them, man. I don't know why I got two of them, but I did. And I'll show you this one right now, man. And it's the Hitman, Thomas Hearns, to Bruce Gas in boxing. Best wishes. Thomas Hearns, Hitman. But he sent me two of them, man. They're signed a little different, but they're pretty much the same thing. But cool. But I don't know why I got two of them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other one. And I know it's I'm definitely not gonna put it on eBay, that's for sure. But these cats, they appreciate that. They appreciate getting you asking for pictures like that. And a lot of these guys, they can use the money to send them 25, whatever, man. You know, whatever you want to send them, they'll appreciate it. Marlon Starling was selling those pictures down there for $10. Or personally autographed picture of Marlon for $10. I gave him 20, and I should have gotten a couple. I should have gotten 5 of them and given him 50, man. Because I'm gonna call next time I talk to him. I'm gonna ask him to send me some just straight autographs so I can get them out to people, man. Because these are so cool to have. These are the fucking souvenirs that a real boxing fan would want. You know, this isn't like a selfie on your phone. This is something signed by the cat, and you can put it on your wall. One for the kitchen. Definitely could do that, Joe. One for the old lady's bedroom too, man, right? See, the thing about having this stream right now, I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on this live stream, live reacting stream. I don't even know what it's pronounced. Live reaching studio. But you have to buy you buy the streams off these people. I think it was like 50, I think it was $23 a month, and then they give you a certain amount of minutes. And I know you can hook this up with StreamYard, but I couldn't quite figure out how to do that. But you have to pay for see if my time runs out, they'll just cut you off. I think, I'm not sure, but it's weird, man. It's a strange service, but it's so much fun with the automated trivia game thing going on. Marvin Hagler was ducking all the killers. Yeah, this fucking guy. Marvin Hagler didn't want to fight the killers. He was a middleweight. Back then they respected their weight division, bro. He was offered money to fight Michael Spinks, and he didn't want to do it. He wanted to stay at middleweight. He was born a middleweight, and he stayed at that weight class. Why would he move up when he could fight Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns and the best out there, bro? Let me turn this, see if I can get this to turn on again. Oh, you know what I watched today too, man? I watched that press conference with Boots Ennis and Cody Crowley. They're fighting in July 13th in Philadelphia. And man, I'll tell you, Cody Crowley, they were talking about mental health on there. And he was talking about how, they were saying, why didn't you fight him before? We offered you money. And he said, I was in a bad state mentally. He said, first of all, he had these glasses on, and he said, I had to get my eyes had to be taken out and put back in. He goes, I had to go for double eye surgery. And then he said, I tried to hang myself. I didn't want to be alive anymore. And then he said, my father hung himself. My father committed suicide. And he's in hostile territory, and they're busting his balls, like, they're kind of booing him. And he's saying, I don't care if you boo me, man. I already won this race. I beat death. And I mean, he's out there. He's out there, and Boots Ennis's father is calling um, Crowley's trainer. You know, let's come on down to my gym. We'll settle this. I guess they must have words or something. But Boozy Ennis, man, he big man, looked like he's in there for business. Whereas Jerron Boots Ennis was a little bit more laid back in the game, a little more naive. You could see the child in him when he was talking. But then when they went toe to toe, you could see Boots Ennis turn into the hawk, the killer. You could see the difference. This is what makes a special boxer. I saw this when I saw Sugar Ray Leonard live. He was the golden boy. He was everybody's darling. But then when the fight was on, you're not gonna stand in front of him and the opponent. I mean, it's a different ball game. I could see that with Jerron Boots Ennis, and I think he's gonna beat the fuck out of Cody Crowley. But Cody Crowley, like I said, man, this kid. It's an interesting press conference. He bled. You know, he let his heart bleed. He told things that you just wouldn't say. You just don't say at a press conference. But it's very different, man. Very different. And you look at Cody Crowley's record. He hasn't fought. He hasn't fought in a year. He was inactive on BoxRec. But he's still scheduled for a fight. But I guess when you don't fight for a year, which is kind of common these days, he said he could have come back in different federations, but he wanted to take on the best, and he said the best is Boots Ennis. So they're fighting on Saturday the 13th at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. You know, I wish I could go, man. That's not far away, but hey, I had my day. You know, tomorrow we're going to go to Australia. I'm sure our buddy Carl Hansen is going to be there, man, in full fashion, bro. You know, he's going to be rooting for George Kambosos. Kambosos says he's going to retire Lomachenko. It's for the vacant IBF title. Devin Haney, I don't think he vacated. I think they stripped him of the titles. 135 has got a lot of possibilities now. I mean, we want to see Tank Davis fight Kambosos or Lomachenko. Everybody thinks it's going to be Lomachenko, but who knows with that Tank Davis camp, man? I talk to those guys all the time, and you know they just say that's the way it's going to go. We're gonna go for legend. We're going for money now. We're going to go for legacy. Give it time. I'm like, damn, how much time you guys want? But 135 is looking pretty good. Got a lot of these young kids coming up. Well, I got to go back and look at this this live reacting here because it didn't go on Facebook. So the trivia contest is only 50% of the competitors were computed, but Carlos Mendoza won the contest. Aside from that, I see Ghost is a Crawford hater out there, man. A lot of people are, man. See, I don't even get emotionally involved in boxing anymore. I don't give a fuck who wins. I don't care who wins, man. I just want to see the best fighting, the best out there. As cliche as it sounds, I don't get emotionally invested in any fighters, man. No, Tank's not giving fans. But see, the thing is, Tank can give fans what he has. That's why I look at it as a waste. I want to see him fight names. Frank Martin, it's like, meh. I'm gonna watch it, sure, but why doesn't he fight the Lomachenko? That's the fight we all want to see. And I just want to see those fights happen. But in the meantime, there's so many good fights coming down the pike that it's like I don't even care. I'm not gonna get upset at all if none of these fights that the imaginary fights that are being made, Benavidez and Canelo, I'm way over that one, bro. If Al-Ashiki's gonna do what he can do with the money, he can give Canelo his $200 million. I wish I could get a trickle of that, but it's not to be. But I mean, there's just so much good shit happening, man. Just so much good shit happening. If you like women's boxing, you got Jessica McCaskill tomorrow. That'll probably be on in the afternoon. Also, Rocky Hernandez and Daniel Lugo. I know we got a lot of Spanish fans out there, a lot of Mexican fans. Erica Cruz. These are all fights that are happening on set tomorrow, man. Denzel Bentley and Danny Diggum. That's on in the afternoon. That's coming on in the UK. Next week, man, is the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. I know that, man, but we've never had players in the game like Turki Al-Sheikh, and if he wants to spend that kind of money, or even tell us he's spending that kind of money, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'd like to see the fight signed, but like I said earlier, I'm over it, man. I'm over that. I'm not gonna beat my head against the wall. If this was 5 years ago when you weren't seeing nothing happening, 3 years ago, then I'd be pissed. But today, I don't care today, man. Next week, the Fury and the Usyk fight. That's not getting as much shine as it should. Nobody outside of YouTube knows what's going on there. They don't give a shit. But it's the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. I'm fucking excited as hell for that one, man. So, Ghost, we get it, bro. You don't like Terrence Crawford, man. Unfortunately for you, bro, when he gets in the ring, he beats everybody up and he's making millions of dollars. And this is the game of boxing today. But no, you're right, man. No promotion for that fight. Nobody gives a shit outside of us over here. And this is probably the most important heavyweight fight if you follow the legacy, the linear champion, I guess, man. Whatever it is, this is for all the marbles. Whoever wins this fight is the ultimate heavyweight champion of the world. And I think Tyson Fury, we haven't heard anything from him. He's been quiet. I think he's been in training. I think he knows that it's this is it, man. You got to make a showing. If you get your shit kicked out of you, there ain't gonna be no rematch. It's not gonna be warranted. So I think he's gonna have to be at the top of his game, and I think he's gonna have the size and the power and the skills to beat Usyk. That's what I think. I'm wrong most of the time anyway, so Usyk could dance around him for 12 rounds and just pop him, keep him honest. Counter punch him with aggression. And that's what a lot of people think, but I think Fury is bigger and I think he's got more skills. And I think if he's in shape, both of these cats are around the same age. So there ain't gonna be youth on anybody's side. Yeah, Ryan, absolutely. Ryan destroyed Haney, no doubt about that, man. Let's hope he's clean. Let's hope he doesn't fucking show up for drugs in his system, man. If he does, the fight will probably be declared a no contest. And Haney should get his respect back and his title back because fighting him with being caught with banned substance that you're responsible for. You're a professional. Regardless of whether it had any effect on the fight or not, man. That just fucked up your whole fucking fight, man. Get these tunes back on there. I found these uncopywritten blues that I can use for background stuff. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to get off here, man. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm going to start winding down, do a little trolling. See what's going on, and tomorrow evening, man, Please come check me out. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, man. It helps with the exposure. What do I think about Bruce Gas? What's my thoughts about the flurries Garcia was throwing? The flurries that Ryan Garcia. What's my thoughts on him? I thought he was effective. Devin Haney looked like he looked like a giraffe when he got tagged with those left hooks. He tried clinching the whole fight. It was an obvious beatdown. But man, all this bullshit with PEDs involved. Let's see that cleaned up. And like I said earlier, Ghost, Johnny Ruiz got his heavyweight title back from James Toney because James Toney he tested hot. So it's we live in an era now where they have such sensitive drug tests that they can trace any metabolite, man, any element of those banned substances. They have these high chromatography heat LPC tests, man, and they can tell if you have them in your body and you're not supposed to. You're a professional athlete. You could kill somebody with the unfair advantage. So, bro, it's beyond my pay grade. All I can do is watch for the outcome. And personally, I hope it comes up clean. I hope it wasn't a dirty fight, man. I think Ryan Garcia exposed Haney. He showed a guy that couldn't take a punch. He showed a guy that didn't have a punch. So how great was Haney? How far is Haney going to go with the skills that he has? And Garcia, man, he quit against fucking Tank, bro. He could have got up. He waited till the count of 10. He got up and walked to his corner. He was weight drained. Hey, Carlos, man. Peace, brother. What's your Cash App, man? What's your whatever it is, PayPal? I'll get that to you, my brother. Bigger, faster, and stronger than I think. Ryan Garcia is bigger, stronger, and faster than you. Of course he is, man. Don't know why Devin Haney tried to fight in the pocket. Should there be a rematch if it's declared a no contest and they order? But see, there was no title at stake there. It was a big money fight. They both made a bunch of bucks. Fucking, if it comes up clean now, let's maybe they should investigate to why they even had the investigation, man. Maybe Victor Conte had something to do with it. I always gave Victor Conte the benefit of the doubt, man. I thought Victor Conte was on the side of the fighter and used all that he knew about doping to catch the cheaters in the game. That's what VADA's all about. And Conte had so much money from Snack, bro. Snack is a multi-million-dollar supplement company. And man, I use a ton of nutritional supplements. Not a ton, man. Let me go back on that. I use several nutritional supplements. Even as an old man over here, I used to use creatine and glutamine, and I took pro hormones, and man, there was so many available. Like I said, I sold that shit. I have to stop listening to LDBC channels. Ghost, you have to stop listening to, I don't know who you're listening to, bro, but believe me, I listen to every channel out there. I make up my own opinion on whatever it may be, bro. I listen to all the channels out there, brother. I don't know why you don't either, man. Some of them I laugh at, some of them I say, interesting. But I make up my own opinions about everything, and my opinion, I think, is a little more educated than most people's on YouTube. I have experience in the world of nutrition. I have a lot of contacts in the world of boxing, and man, I just do my thing out here, bro. And I go to every fucking channel out there, man. I go to all of them. A lot of them I'm blocked on. I still listen to them once in a while. I can't listen to a lot of people long, bro. 15 minutes, sometimes not even that, man. And this is a lot of people that you probably like and go to, Ghost. Like, what you like, I don't like. What I like, you don't like. Obviously, bro. Everybody has different tastes on here. That's why you got to get your own channel, bro. If you want to go out there and talk shit, you got to find your own channel and you got to talk your shit. Cause see, a lot of cats, they'll block you for shit you say. Me, I don't give a fuck. This is the internet, man. You can say what you want to say. think what you want to say. You could say whatever. Like I said, bro, there's not one person blocked on my channel. Most people, I give them wrenches on here. Everybody that I see that I can. But this is the internet, man. It's the Wild West out here. Nobody's going to hurt nobody. They can say whatever they want to say. See, I laugh at the things people say. Some of the things you say, bro, I respect them, but some of the things are kind of funny, bro. To me, they're kind of funny. So we can all have our own opinions on here. Except Alonzo. Hey, there's so many of them out there. There's the real Alonzo Amazing. Then there's the Alonzo is back. Then there's a couple of Alonzo Amazings that changed the letters a little bit. And they're out here, man. I mean, this dude makes me laugh. He's the guy that I hear him on Mad Chad sometimes, or on Ghost, or no, what's the other fucking guy's name? Not Ghost, Phantom Ghost, same thing. You guys got these crazy fucking names, bro. Use something that I can remember more. I see you in other chats, I don't even know who the fuck you are. You salute me, I'm like, oh, you know me? Oh, okay. But anyway, I see Alonzo on there, especially when McSmith was better. And those guys used to be out there going back and forth. And I'd be trying to go to sleep. And I don't have any television. I don't have no radio, no nothing, man. All I got is the internet. And even in my bedroom, I got a laptop in there, the one that I won on that trivia show a couple of weeks ago. I got it hooked up to my big screen. And I put those two, they go back and forth on there. And I laugh like a son of a bitch, man. I gotta shut it off because I'm laughing so fucking hard, man. But yeah, that's this internet, man. It's the wide open streets. You can do whatever you want to do out here. You can go wherever you want to go. You don't go to some channels because you don't like them. You're fucking limiting your knowledge, bro. Because what you do is you absorb everything and then you squeeze that sponge and you retain the things that are important enough to retain. You retain the truths, but you take everything in, man. You take in all the bullshit, the good with the bad, the fucking everything, man, everything. And you figure it out. You figure it out at the end. But anyway, man, I appreciate all you cats in here tonight. And like I said, I've been going over and I'm gonna have to pay him some more money on the trivia site, the trivia app to do another one next week. But anyway, man, thank you all for coming in. I'll probably see you around on some other channels before I crash. And don't forget tomorrow night, man, be on here with me, please. I'm trying to get 2,000 subs. I'm only about 50 shy of that. So do that for me. I'm out of here, man. Peace.